And welcome back from this morning for the Hampton Inn Suites pregame show here on Wild Today Media. This is your voice of Riverton Raider baseball, Kevin Shields, and I am joined by a special guest today on color commentary, Katie Shields. Katie, tell the people how you're doing. Say hi to them.
It's very hot.
Yeah, it's a wee bit lukewarm out today. Hot is still to be seen, I'm betting, but sun beaming right down on us. It's about 84 degrees here. No breeze to speak of as I look out towards the flag and center. And this will be our third game in 2 days, our second today. It is the nightcap as Riverton and Lander renew a rivalry in yet another sport, Katie.
Yeah. Go Wolverines.
It's become more meaningful now because, quite honestly, Riverton and Lander high schools do not play each other in really anything. They play each other in football only because they're in the same conference, it seems. And outside of that, basketball didn't play them. Soccer didn't play them this year. So, and that is a shame. Those rivalries need to be played, right, Katie?
I think the rivalries are the most fun games.
Yeah, so they should definitely be playing there. So politicians, school board members, administration, if you're hearing me now, which probably not, but if you are hearing me right now, you need to go ahead and figure out a way for two teams that are 30 minutes apart to play each other. Trust me, the fan base will be happy. We hear it all the time over at Wild Today Media of why aren't they playing, why aren't they playing, why aren't they playing? And trust me, they'd much rather play Lander outside of the conference than go to play Sheridan or play Cheyenne East, South, or Central. That's a given in any sport. So, of course, they play in football because they're both in 3A for football. But once Riverton jumps up into 4A for basketball and soccer, we don't see them. So, again, this is going to be the Lander Rangers, a relatively young Legion program up there in Lander, brought back a couple years ago. Of course, Lander known for a great senior Babe Ruth program. So for Riverton, a little bit of an older program, but should be a good matchup. Should be a good crowd, Katie. When I got here yesterday, it was Longwood and Lander, and the parking lot was packed. So somehow we're watching people get kicked out of chairs here.
They're doing the seat shuffle.
I got a different chair.
So it'll be interesting to watch tonight. Both teams, Lander 0-2 in this. Riverton now 1-1. They're playing for the right to play tomorrow at 1 and what will be the championship game of this 4-team classic. Unfortunately, due to prior commitments, we will not be here with you tomorrow. So this will be our last game until probably the 20th. We've got some things going on the 4th that are taking our time away manpower-wise. And, hey, that's it for Legion season at home. They got 2 more games. That's it. We'll be at the last one, and that's kind of weird just because I'm used to so many more being played in June. But scheduling gods did not smile down upon us as far as to make it work out for more games. Of course, that game on the 20th will be the last game of, and there's several that we'll highlight as we get closer, but we want to look ahead towards Ryan Cox's last game as quote-unquote a high school kid in Riverton. Of course, Ryan Cox, one heck of an athlete, Katie.
Yeah, he is.
Played in all 4 team sports, the high school versions, starting goalie in soccer, starting forward/center in basketball, and of course, one of our players of the year over at Wild today for football. And, of course, he plays here as well, kind of a stalwart so far that we've seen at first base. We're going to roll right into our keys to the game here, brought to you by the Ranger. If you haven't checked out the Ranger under the new ownership, you really should. Give it a chance and take a look at what we've done with it. You can subscribe today at 307-856-2244. Again, that's 307-856-2244. And you get no further than starting pitching in anytime baseball, and you've heard it be the keys to the game the whole time, especially this game's going to start off hot. Yesterday it started off hot, but we played at 7, so we got a little reprieve by about third inning. It really started to cool down quite a bit. Not going to be the case today, as it'll be Gage Toops going for Lander, and it will be Paxton Yates going for Riverton. So if Riverton can get the performance they got out of Lee Maestas earlier today, 3 hit, 1 run, and wasn't earned, performance, they will be sitting very, very pretty. Lander playing the doubleheader today as well. They just finished up their second one, and they lost to Longwood. It looks like 7-0. It was 1-0 going into the 6th, and then it kind of wheels fell off the bus, so to speak. So starting pitching going to be key, and number 2 is going to be the beginning of that lineup for Riverton, which will once again feature Jamison Spradlin and Braden Baker. And Katie, you want to talk about being able to get off to a quick start. Those two bring the speed at that position, or those positions.
Yeah, Jamison had a really, really nice triple earlier. It was really good to watch.
And Baker may be one of the faster catchers I've seen. For a guy who's squatting down, knees bent the whole time. He can absolutely fly. So Riverton starts out with that. It's kind of a team built for manufacturing runs and small ball, especially with Spradlin and Baker. Anderson showed he'll steal. He stole 2 bases today. There's really not a slow player per se on the team. There's some certain guys you probably won't see steal a lot, but they're able to move. They're able to put balls into play. And if we're looking for any improvement out of anybody, it'd be Lee Maestas at the plate. Had a great day on the mound, but he's really the one who's struggled kind of consistently the past 2 days. Pitchers have had his number. The strikeouts have mounted up. So we'll see if he can get off the schneid, if he can get out of that little mini slump, if you want to call it that, and get over into the hit column. And we'll see how that goes. Again, heat going to come into play here, especially early. So if what you're going to want to see out of Riverton, Lander's going to want to see it as well. The Rangers want to do it as well, is get those 1, 2, 3 innings, or 1, 2, kind of 3 with 4 guys coming to bat. You don't want to give long innings because the sun is sweltering. And standing out there, especially in the outfield, right under it, just baking, is going to zap a lot of energy, and energy equals speed for a team who can manufacture runs. When we return, it will be time for the Sutherland starting lineups. We'll be right back on WYO Today Media.
Stay at the newly renovated Hampton Inn & Suites Riverton, proud sponsor of all sports teams, home and away. Experience the perfect blend of comfort and convenience with Hampton's top-notch amenities, including a free hot breakfast, complimentary dinner and drinks Monday through Thursday evenings, a sweet shop for snacks and essentials, a pet-friendly environment and an indoor hot tub pool, and a fitness center to keep up with your workout routine. We've got everything you need for an exceptional stay. Reserve your stay now on our website, Hampton Inn & Suites Riverton, where comfort meets convenience.
And we interrupt you with breaking news live from the Pepsi Wild Cherry aisle. Carol, can you hear us?
Steve, I've never seen anything like this. The bold, refreshing, and bursting with cherry deliciousness of Pepsi Wild Cherry is, well, let's just say everyone is getting wild.
Getting wild?
That's right, Steve. There's dancing, binge-watching, and is that a slip and slide? They're really putting the wild in Pepsi Wild Cherry, and this on-the-scene reporter can't wait to pop, lock, and drop it.
Pepsi Wild Cherry. Go ahead. Get wild.
Take the next step in higher education at Central Wyoming College. Offering 2- and 4-year degree programs in a variety of fields, Central Wyoming College in Riverton is transforming lives and strengthening communities through learning, leadership, and connection.
Living well isn't just about things. It's about the things that matter. Your family, your friends, and your health. For decades, Sage West Healthcare has been committed to improving the health and care of our communities. Today, we're investing more in our communities, in our people, in advanced medical technologies, and in specialized facilities, so access to better care is close to you and the things that matter most. Sage West Healthcare. Be well, live well. That's why we're here.
We believe that everyone deserves a second chance, including us. Hi, I'm Brian Robacher, CEO of Atlantic City Federal Credit Union. And if we said no to you in the past, I'm asking you for a second chance too. In the midst of everything happening, we are committed now more than ever to second chances and when it comes to your finances. An auto loan for your new car, business loans, home loans, and more. Give Atlantic City Federal Credit Union a second chance to give you a second chance. We've been helping our community thrive since 1964, and now it's your turn. Visit AtlanticCity.coop to apply today. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union, federally insured by the NCUA.
For a place, a people, an idea, for right and freedom, for liberty and justice for all. For every square inch between fruited plains and spacious skies. Marines fight to win. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
And welcome back to the Hampton Suites pregame show here on Wire Today. It is time for your starting lineups.
5, Cody West. 4, Doug Mowry. 77, Dane Young. And in reserve, they have 16, Eagle. 1.
At shortstop and leading off will be Eagle Grady. Next up, number 20, and he's number 26. Next up, the catcher, number 22, Cash Chance. Followed by, in the 3-hole, number 11, playing left field, Dane Kramer. Cleanup will be number 68 and third baseman, Jacob Bush. Number 18 and starting at first, Jace Hammond. Pitching, number 3, Gage Toops. In the 7-hole, the center fielder, number 5, Cody West. Batting 8, number 4, playing the 4 position, the second baseman, Doug Mowry. And rounding out the Lander Rangers lineup will be the right fielder, number 77, Dane Young. For the Riverton Raiders, up first will be the left fielder, Jamison Spradlin, number 13, followed by 00, the catcher, Braden Baker. In the 3-hole, number 19, shortstop, Bo Anderson. In cleanup will be the right fielder, Coulter Heikkila, number 37, followed by first baseman, Ryan Cox, number 10. Up after that will be third baseman, number 8, Lee Macis, followed by in the 7th hole, number 8, the center fielder, or number 33, the center fielder in the 8th position will be Braden Martin. In the 8th hole will be number 21, the starting pitcher, Paxton Yates. And rounding up the lineup will be number 1. He's playing second base, Addison Trujillo. We'll be right back with the first pitch here on WYO Today.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey. Detailing done different can protect your vehicle with S-Tech's Action Series, Carbon or Smart Series ceramic tint, plus premium ceramic coatings for maximum UV and heat protection. All backed by a lifetime warranty. Expect expert detailing to make any ride look brand new. Call 307-851-5158 today. Detailing done different.
Riverton Blowdorn Lumber is proud to support youth sports. Experience the Blowdorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blowdorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blowdorn Lumber.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
The staff and board of the Fremont County Fair wish to thank everyone who attended the fair last year, and this year enjoy Blackhawk live in concert Friday, August 1st. Race you to the fair, the Fremont County Fair.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
And welcome back to the ballpark. It's Saturday Night Baseball here on WYO Today. It is Kevin and Katie Shields bringing you all the action as Riverton and Lander will face off. First up, of course, with Riverton being home every game, will be number 26, the shortstop, Eagle Grady, with Paxton Yates pitching. Golden Buffalo scoreboard says it's the first inning, and we are ready to play. And that sun hasn't even fully hit us yet, really. The next hour and a half is going to be a hot one for the players on the field and us here. Got the thumbs up, so they're ready to have the music turned off. So it will be number 26, Eagle Grady. He's a righty.
26, Eagle Grady. I'm sorry, Grady Eagle.
You could just say there was a comment in there.
Pitches in, and it is ball number 1. Oh, hey, Jay, I've got way to fill out the lineup card. I had Eagle Grady, too. Is it Grady Eagle?
Yeah, I think so. Grady Eagle.
Eagle sounds
And there's
wrong.
another Eagle, but they didn't give me his name.
Oh my God.
Second pitch sent out down foul territory. It's going to stay fair, and Jamison Spradlin will make the catch and get the fly out for out number 1.
Brings up number 22, the Cash Chance.
Next up, number 2, Cash Chance. Or not number 2, number 22. He is playing catcher, and he has a towel hanging out like he's about to go play golf or play center. One of the two. Yates coming set. Here he goes from the stretch, and it's going to be high and outside for ball number 1. So, Katie, both teams probably wanting to get a hot start here today. No pun intended with the heat.
I was about to say it's already a hot start.
And this one's going to be put on the ground right to second base, and it's going to be easily handled on Trujillo, who as he gets out to Cox for out number 2.
That brings up number 11, Dane Kramer.
Dane Kramer coming to the plate. He's batting in the 3-hole and playing left field, and he is a lefty. I don't know if he's in a relation to Luca or not, but they're both lefties. Luca, of course, played here last year. And first one is going to be called a ball, I do believe. Yep.
Okay, now he's gonna have
First left-hander of the afternoon game. We've seen 2 so far here, and he's the second one. Catches the outside corner against Kramer and gets a call straight. Does Yates. Yates, of course, wanted to get off to a good start. That's been a hallmark. All 3 games, the pitchers for Riverton have gotten off to a good start, and this one's going to be fouled back against the backstop to take the count to 1-2.
Kevin, can you hear me? These are new unis, and they say post 19 on them instead of just the Raiders or Riverton. Cool.
Pitch on the way, and he's going to hit him.
Number 68, Jacob Bush.
Yeah, I can hear you either which way because your feet through the mic a little bit.
Oh,
so
crap.
I can hear all sorts of ways.
Great.
Unis.
I am not a safe person.
New unis for we've just been informed for the Riverton Raiders. They got post 19 on them. Haven't seen them. They're in all white today. They're in gray and red. All white is Lander. pitch on the way after hitting him, and it's going to be fouled back. First pitch to Jacob Bush, the cleanup hitter and third baseman. Wearing number 68. Some sharp uniforms out here today. We're joined by the entire Anderson family, it seems. This one is not going to catch a corner, and it's going to be called ball number 1. Count goes to 1-1 to the cleanup hitter for the Lander Rangers. Yates looks in, comes set. The 1-1 on the way, swung and fouled back on the ground for strike number 2. So he's got a 1-2 count. Yeah, he's ahead in the count. He was ahead last batter as well, and then he hit him as he tried to come inside. It's the reason we have a runner on first for Lander. 2 outs. Yates comes set and comes to the plate and well high. Take the count to 2-2.
Where's your friend? Where's Saliva?
Yates going to check on Kramer at first. Now comes set and the delivery well outside and high as well, and the count is now full. Eyes Kramer at first. Now Yates, the payoff pitch, and it's swung and driven out to left field. It's got a little heat on it. It's well over Jamison's head, and it's going to go all the way back to the fence. He slips down. That's going to be at least a double. It is a double, and it will score a run. So the hit by the pitch coming back to haunt Yates, and it will be a double, and Lander strikes first. And Katie, especially on game number 3 for a team at a tournament, striking first, scoring first, well important regardless of sport.
Yeah, especially they've been playing all day. They're going to start to run out of energy.
So on second is Bush. Yates deliver. First pitch is swung on and missed by Jace Hammond. It'll be strike number 1. Now, Jacob Bush, he gave that ball a ride. Set from the stretch. The 0-1 inside, but it catches the corner, they say, and he'll take it to 0-2. He's been ahead, now 0-2, a little bit better. Past 2 batters, he's been ahead 1-2, hit 1, then took 1 full count and a double, and now he is up 0-2. Is Yates against Jace Hammonds, the first baseman. This one's going to be high and outside. Takes it to ball 1.
Well, he gets a lot of business. They get paid so much more if they have to drive.
Yates coming set. The 1-2 on the way. Swung on and missed. Gets his first strikeout on pitch number 18 and gets out of the inning. So, as we go to the bottom half of the first, Riverton trailing 1-0 on the Golden Buffalo scoreboard. Due up, Jamison Spradlin, Braden Baker, and Bo Anderson when we return here on WYO Today.
Dos Solitos is proud to support Fremont County sports teams. Enjoy bold Mexican flavors that'll have your taste buds shouting, "Olé!" Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for updates on events and food truck locations.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube, oil, and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
B&M Septic and Excavation offers prompt professional service. Call them today for a quote at 850-2200. They serve far and wide across Fremont County and deep. B&M Septic and Excavation is proud to support Fremont County sports.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
And welcome back. 1-0 in favor of the Lander Rangers here on the Golden Buffalo scoreboard on Wyo today. We're going to the bottom of the first. Due up will be the left fielder Jamison Spradlin. He's leading off, followed by catcher Braden Baker and shortstop Bo Anderson. And then depending on what they do, we may get deeper into the lineup.
Number 13, Jamison Spradlin.
Riverton would definitely, Katie, like to see a start to this game like they got in the first game earlier where they struck for 6 runs in the first.
Yeah, that would be nice. A nice answer to Lander.
Pitching will be Gage Toops. Jamison Spradlin, the righty. And going from the stretches, Toops, and he's well outside for ball number 1. Spradlin and Baker, both very good eyes for 2 leadoff guys with speed. They don't just hack at just anything. They will take full advantage of the count because they just want to get on base. Second one, and dusts Jamison Spradlin down to the ground as it was up towards his head. Ball 2. And we saw, that's one of the problems we saw earlier today for Lockwood was some pitching control and led to the big runs in the first. This one he's going to watch, and it's going to be a little high. Great eye there by the left fielder. 3-0 count, and now you wonder, Katie, does Jamison Spradlin have the green light to even swing here, or is he taking it all the way?
I guess we'll see.
And it's low on 4 straight pitches. He walked him.
Nice.
So as I said earlier, I think today actually, Texas A&M at this point would start the ball 4 chant. They would go until he gets a strike of any kind. And sometimes it gets entertaining, Kay. You watch that. You've got 10,000 people at Texas A&M game chanting an away pitcher, ball 9, ball 9. It just gets under their skin in a heartbeat.
Yeah, it would me too.
Up next, Braden Baker, the catcher, 0-0, righty as well. Jamison Spradlin's dad, Jay, who's up here doing PA, just said off to the races. Let's see if Jamison decides to go 90 feet. He does. Check swing. It is a strike, they're going to say. They didn't even offer, so I don't know if we give a stolen base there or not. I'm going to say they didn't offer because it was in the dirt, so we will give it the stolen base treatment. For Jay's right here. For Jamison Spradlin. Baker on the 0-1. First strike thrown, and he's going to third. It's going to be outside, and he's in. And it came off of it because he went in standing, but he was able to get back and get a foot down. And that's stolen base as they did try and get him. It goes to 1-1, I do believe. Oh, no, they called it a strike, so it's 0-2. So Baker in a little bit hole, but Jamison now in scoring position in a big way. Baker's going to swing at this one, and he's going to strike out on 3 straight.
Let's go, Bo! Yeah. I didn't have 3 strikes for Braden. Yeah, there was 2 strikes. We were too busy watching Texas steal.
Next up
to bat number 19, Bo Anderson.
Bo Anderson. And evidently Bo Anderson's a big fan of the Fife and Bugle Corps.
Oh, was that not a ball then?
No. First pitch is a ball to Anderson. Coming set is Toops to the plate, and that looked pretty and right down Main Street, and that's exactly how the umpire's going to call it. It'll take the count to 1-1 to the Raiders starting shortstop. Here, you definitely want to at least get a productive out. And this is hit right to third.
Jamison.
And Jamison will come in. They'll take the fielder's choice on the 5-3 putout. And they will give up the run on the fielder's choice. And we are tied at 1-1 on the Golden Buffalo scoreboard. So nobody on for the cleanup hitter. And it is Coulter Heikkila, the right fielder today. Pitch is on the way, and it's going to miss the low maybe for ball number 1. Due up next, if Heikkila can get on safely, will be the first baseman, Ryan Cox. Pitch on the way, outside, Maybe this ump is not going to give the corner like they did earlier. So 2-0 count to Anderson, and not to Anderson, to Heikela. He's going to kind of pitching wedge this one out into the parking lot. Fouled off, so count goes to 2-1. Looking down for the signal. Toops delivers, and this one's going to be hit high. Not much distance to it. Might be in no man's land, though. Coming on and caught by the right fielder for out number 3. So, Riverton ties up on the advantage of a base on balls to Spradlin, who then immediately stole second and third and is driven in on a fielder's choice by Bo Anderson. It's 1-1 here on the Golden Buffalo scoreboard between Riverton and Lander. We'll be right back on WYO Today.
Visit Lander Gambles to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
Good news, DUI crashes and deaths are falling in Fremont County.
We're doing better, but even one death on our roads from impaired driving, we take personally.
We started the Fremont County DUI Task Force 2 years ago because we're losing too many friends, family members, and community members to impaired driving.
So we've joined forces to work together to find and stop impaired drivers in Fremont County, wherever they are.
And we're making an impact, but we need your help.
If your summer activities involve alcohol, plan ahead and make good choices.
Drink responsibly, designate a sober driver, or call Safe Ride.
And don't let your friends drive impaired either, even if you have to take their keys and find them a safe ride home.
Let's all look out for each other and keep everybody safe. Remember,
don't risk it. Drive sober.
And welcome back to Saturday Night Baseball here on WYO Today. It is 1-1 Raiders and Lander, and both getting a run in the first and both getting it off of really a pitcher mistake. Dane Kramer, of course, scoring. Jacob Bush sending him in for Lander after Dane Kramer was hit by a pitch on a 1-2 count. And, of course, the opening walk by Toops to Spradlin. Spradlin immediately on the next two pitches stole second and stole third, and then he was sent in on Bo Anderson hitting a fielder's choice ground out to third base. So up now is Gage Toops, chance to help himself, and Yates will come set. Yates now on pitch number 19 coming down the pike, and this one's put into play out towards shortstop, picked up by Anderson. Anderson will throw to Cox. Easy peasy, nice and easy for the infield for the Raiders here. On a 6-3.
Number 5 for Lander, Cody West.
Next up, Cody West, number 5. He's playing center field. He is a righty as well.
You're going to have to remind me about that. What is it? Oh, look at this absolute boss coming up here.
Yates eyes in from the stretch, and this one's down in the dirt and back to the backstop for ball number 1.
Brother, are you warm enough?
And we're looking at, no kidding, kid wearing the hoodie, but he is a member of the WYO Today baseball team in Little League, so we're all proud of that, proud of his play. Pitch number 2 on the way of this at-bat, and it's called a strike against Cody West, and the count goes to 1-1. And now we have like 800 people in here, including a dog, but the dog can stay because I miss dogs. Pitch on the way, swung on and hit him. So that's kind of a weird call. That kind of weird. He swung at it, it hit him, it was inside. But because he swung at it and offered, it takes count to 1-2. He had West confused, did Yates. Yates with the 1-2 on the way out of the stretch, and it's well outside and catches dirt on the low end. So it takes count to 2-2 to the center fielder of the Lander Rangers. Pitch on the way, down in the dirt. For ball number 3, full count now, second full count face. Jacob Bush doubled after the full count last inning. Let's see how Cody West does here against Yates. Yates coming set. The payoff pitch on the way. Swung on. Put into play out to Anderson. It's a slow hopper. Anderson has to get rid of it quickly and gets the out. On the ground out, so out number 2. And that'll bring up the second baseman, Doug Mowry.
Summer, baby. Remember you didn't like cold? Now here we are. I wish it was cold. Sitting there in coats.
First pitch on the way from Yates of the at-bat, and it's down in the dirt. That's kind of becoming a little bit of a theme here for Yates. Needs to get the pitches up a bit. It is ball number 1. Looks in, does the righty, and he hits him.
Don't touch it, Doug. Number 77, Dane Young. Remind me.
So, once again, hit by a pitch. Sends Doug Mowry to first. Brings up the last hitter in the bottom of the lineup, and that is Dane Young. He is playing right field today.
You can't do it yet, though.
So Mowry on first. Him and Dane Kramer both have been plunked by a pitch. Dane has to ump for a little bit of time, gets it. Now he's ready. Pitch number 28 by Yates. And it's high and up towards the head on the inside. Luckily, he ducks out of the way, but it's ball number 1. And right now having a little bit of an issue on both sides of the plate. He hit the one lefty, and now he's hit a righty, and he's inside again. This time low at least, but it's 2-0. And control somehow has sort of gotten away from young Mr. Paxton Yates here early. Needs to rein that back in, and I'm sure he will, with the 2-0 on the way. And this one's just going to be sky high out towards Bo Anderson at short. Anderson will catch it, no problem. And this hit by a pitch does not come back to haunt the Raiders. So, we're in the second inning, so I forgot to change that on the scoreboard. I do apologize. As we go to the bottom half of the second, it is 1-1, still due up for your Raiders are Ryan Cox, Lee Maces, and Braden Martin here on WYO Today.
Your tax pros at 219 East Main Street in Riverton, Wyoming can handle all your tax needs. Whatever your situation, we know what to do. Call 307-856-2256 today to schedule an appointment. H&R Block is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Men have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
Hey guys, this is Nick Haskell, and here at Haskell's Furniture and Flooring, we have the best brands. With our size, we are able to shop for you. We're able to choose the top products from the best companies. We carry Lazy Boy, Tempur-Pedic, Ashley, Sealy, Serta, and more. With our variety, we can make sure we're a one-stop shop for all of your home furnishing needs. Come in today to one of our locations in Cody, Lovell, Worland, and Riverton, where we have the best prices and a better service.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Welcome back to WYO Today. Ryan Cox coming to play. He is 0 for 5 here in this tournament. He did reach twice on a base on balls, but has not been able to reach on a hit. Here, he bats from the right side of the plate, and it'll be pitch number 14 for Toops, and looks like that is going to be called a ball. So ball number 1 to Ryan. Ryan got a good eye, like I said, walked twice, both in the tournament so far, both earlier today in the morning game against Lockwood. Second pitch on its way, and this one he's going to foul right back into the screen. Take the count 1-1. Lee Macis, the starting winning pitcher from earlier today, is due up next, followed by Braden Martin, the center fielder. Coming set. Delivery, Cox again sends it to the back screen and is now behind in the count 1-2.
Ready to be aggressive. Outfield is still playing short.
Cox waiting on Toops to deliver the 1-2 pitch. Here it comes, and it's down in the dirt and outside for ball number 2. And this one by Cox is going to be put into play. It looks like it's going to go foul. It does. Out the third base side over the away dugout.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, what the hell? I missed one then. All right, we've got for Ryan, we got 2 balls.
2-2 count here. This one is going to be just missed the zone. Takes count full to Ryan Cox. Toops going to try and get out of this. Be great to get the leadoff hitter again on base. Don't really care how. And this is well outside and in the dirt. So he lost Ryan Cox to a walk. Next up, Lee Macis. Lee Macis struck out 5 times in the past 2 days. He's had a hard time really catching up to pitchers, and this would be a perfect time to get it. And in this situation, you don't need the double. You don't need a great hit. You just need something that can be a productive out. So you could see a bunt here to get Ryan to second. Ryan has gone on the move before. It's just rare. So he gets a small lead off. Toops eyes him, and Toops delivers to Macis inside for ball number 1. Next pitch on the way from Toops, and it's high and inside. So now kind of the same issue that was kind of hitting Paxton Yates, starting pitch for the Raiders in the bottom half of the in the top half of the second. Kind of now haunting Toops a bit with some control, especially on the inside to righties. Of course, that's about all they're going to face except for Dane Kramer for Lander. And Cox going on the run, and that was some weird fall away. I don't know. I hope he's okay. Toops got kind of stuck. Ryan Cox moves over to second, and due to the nature of the pitch being so far outside, I think he just caught him out of the corner of his eye and it threw him. We'll give the stolen base because I think they made the throw if it hadn't been so far outside. It's now 3-0. And Toops delivers, and that's way upstairs. And on 4 straight pitches, he's walked Lee Macis as well. So runners on first and second on back-to-back walks by Toops. We'll bring up Braden Martin. Catcher's going to go out and talk to his pitcher here. Braden Martin earlier today struck out looking, struck out swinging, and flew out to the first baseman. And then last night,
Braden Martin.
okay, never mind. That was last night. Earlier today, Braden Martin had a single. He's 1 for 3. Had a single and scored as part of that big first. And I just went back in my scorebook and I saw some Lander Lobos, and there's Jacob Bush, for example, who is now the cleanup hitter here for the Legion team. Tubes eyes in. He's going back to second. Ryan Cox scampers back. He kind of caught Cox napping a bit, but Cox still able to get in just because of how long it took him to turn. Cox and Macis will get their lead off. Martin awaiting his first pitch, which should be.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, though. Those little goslings, I don't think could have got down from there.
And this one's going to be inside for ball number 1 on pitch number 26 for Toops. Having a hard time, kind of got out 1-2 on Cox, and then since then has thrown 7 straight balls. Tubes coming, set. Looks in, now checks Cox at second. And it looks like Martin's going to try to bunt. A perfect bunt. Absolute perfect bunt. And he'll get the sacrifice moving him over. Sacrifice will go to 2. It will go 2-3. Absolutely laid it down. It just died about 1.5 feet down the first baseline. So to bring up Paxton Yates, the pitcher, with 2 men in scoring position and a chance to help him out. Hasn't batted a whole lot. Only came in as a pinch hitter late yesterday, and today he was hit by a pitch and got a double. He also struck out. So he's 1 of 2. Pitches down in the dirt for yet another ball. By Paxton Yates, not by Paxton Yates, by Tubes. Severe control problem right now for the Lander Rangers starting pitcher. Tubes going to go back to second. And again, it takes him forever to do that turn. He kind of he looks back and he starts to turn, but then he decides he wants to jump and turn. And even though he's caught 2 guys a little bit napping, it really hasn't mattered because they've been able to scamper back, both of them standing. Pitch number 29 is going to be swung on and strike against Yates. So it'll take the count to 1-1. So Katie, the Raiders here looking to grab a lead if they can get one of these 2 home. Be ashamed to leave them stranded.
Yeah, it would.
Pitch on its way, well outside. Catcher has to come off his knees and go for that, and it takes the count to 2-1. And if you're the Raiders, it'd be unacceptable to leave these 2 stranded with only 1 out, especially after Braden Martin sacrificed his at-bat to get them over there. Pitch on the way, swung and missed by Yates. Takes it to 2-2, and that was low towards the dirt, and Yates went golfing for it. Yates ready for the 2-2. Toops comes set, delivers, and this one's going to be put into play. Out for second, he drops it. Yates trying to beat it out, and he does. So runners advance. Ryan Cox comes home. League Macis goes, and I'm going to give it an error, actually. E4. Just because I'm mean. Second baseman had it, then kind of fumbled it. Credit Yates, never broke from the full sprint. And what would have been a sacrifice, or fielder's choice, I should say, and would have gotten 1 run in. It's safe, but it does bring the double play in play. Trujillo at the plate. He's wearing number 1 today, or this afternoon. And he puts this in play to short. Short struggles with it, and they're not even going to have a play. So it brings home a run. And it's going to be another error on the team, E6 this time, as we'll go back up to Spradlin, who, of course, caused all sorts of problems for hitters, and especially because he can play small ball in a big way. He's kind of built for it a little bit, does have some deceptive power. And Toops eyeing in, needs his control to get back, and this one well inside for ball number 1.
Please tell me you guys have 35. 35 coming down? Yeah. Thank God.
Toops eyes in on the 1-0. Comes to the plate with runners on first and second. And Jamison Spradlin's going to send that out into the park towards the parking lot down the right field side. And we all have a good laugh at the sound effect of it hitting a car, except for the one guy whose car it probably hit. Yeah. He probably doesn't like the sound effect at all. One on the way, and Spradlin gives this for a ride. What? Going into left center, trying to sprint over to it. And it lands. And it lands in. Yes, it does. It'll be a single for Jamison Spradlin, and everybody will move up
Bases
90
loaded.
feet. On pitch, I think 37.
Next up to bat, number 00, Braden Baker.
So pitch 37 will be coming down next. So Yates and Trujillo move up. Bases juiced for Baker. He struck out on 3 straight pitches in the first. Bases loaded, 1 out. This is kind of how the first inning went in the first game. Let's see if Baker can make them pay. Pitch on the way, looks outside, did catch the outside corner, they're going to say. For strike number 1.
No, they called it a ball. Oh, never mind. I thought they did.
This second pitch on the way, and it's going to be fouled back. So quickly, Baker in the hole. On an 0-2 count with runners juiced. Bo Anderson will be up, barring a double play. You got the fielder's choice. That won't be an option unless Baker can get on safely. This one down in the dirt, but good job by the catcher to keep it in front of him. Catcher, Cash Chance, able to get his body out in front because it would have been all sorts of problems had he not. That is ball number 1, obviously. One-two to Baker. Pitch is going to miss. Takes the catcher all the way off to his right. And it's quickly 2-2. I think Katie's getting a little too cute. He gets ahead of Baker, and then he tries to paint the corners, and he's just not good at painting the corners, and he's way off. And he loses batters to 2-2, and if it misses here, it's 3-2. And this one's high. Trying to get Spradlin. Can't. And lo and behold, it's going to be 3-2. So
Full
Katie
count.
went from 0-2 to the full count. And I think it's a case of Toops being a little too cute, trying to paint corners and whatnot, instead just make his pitches. Because he's done that several times now where he's lost some hitters that way. Payoff pitch to Baker coming from Toops. And it's well inside. And from 0-2 to walking him and walking in a run, no less. And it is now 4-1. And they're going to come talk to the pitcher. We'll take a break with them. We'll be right back with more of the bottom of the second. Raiders up 4-1 on Lander now in the bottom of the second here on the Live Today broadcast of Saturday Night Baseball.
Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton makes your pizza to order. Order online at papamurphys.com or in store. Delicious, fresh-made pizza just the way you want it. Papa Murphy's is a proud supporter of our local Fremont County student athletes.
Exploding at 200 miles per hour. Airbags pack a punch. Until age 13, stay buckled up in the back seat. Buckle up, Wyoming. It's the law.
For more than 40 years, Porter's Mountain View Supply has been serving central Wyoming with top brand name spas, stoves, fireplaces, and outdoor grills. With 2 locations in Riverton and Casper Plus financing available for your purchase. Porter's offers expert advice, quality products, and service along with maintenance. Porter's, your local spa, stove and fireplace provider in Riverton at the corner of Sunset and North Federal.
Shoshone Rose Casino and Hotel is proud to support youth sports in Fremont County. Enjoy a meal at the Deca Gai He restaurant. Deca Gai He is Shoshone for the eating house. Open daily from 7:30 a.m. until 9 p.m. Try a weekend getaway with the family in one of their comfortable, pet-friendly guest rooms and enjoy the heated swimming pool. Book online at ShoshoneRose.com and remember to support Fremont County youth sports. Go team!
Snyder Signature Properties would like to give a huge shout out to the local sports of Fremont County. They are here to support your team and your local home real estate needs. Call today to see how Snyder Signature Properties can help you buy and sell your next property. Good luck to all Fremont County athletes.
And welcome back. Golden Buffalo scoreboard, 4-1 Raiders, 1 out here. And bases are loaded again. Lander has made a change in pitchers. They've gone away from Toops and have gone to Cody West. And they just swapped. Toops will go out to center field.
Next up to bat for your Riverton Raiders, number 19, Bo Anderson.
The stat line for Toops is not great. Pitched an inning and a third. Faced 9, 10, 11 batters. Gave up 1 hit, 4 runs, 2 of them earned, 4 walks, and 1 strikeout. So West in a pickle as he'll face Bo Anderson here. Pitch is going to be outside and in the dirt for ball number 1. They want to limit the damage. Now, of course, this could change drastically the earned run and run count given up by Toops. Depending on what happens here, this one inside, second straight pitch. That's a ball, and quickly the new pitcher behind Bo Anderson, 2-0, with runners juiced on all bases. All runners on base are property of Toops, so to speak. And this one high and inside for ball 3. Anderson has to kind of drop out. And a walk brings another runner home. It would bring home Trujillo. That'd be an unearned run against Toops as he reached on an error. And this one's going to be 4 straight balls, and he walks him. So he'll go first, Baker to second, Spradlin to third, and he'll bring Trujillo home.
Next up to bat for the Riverton Raiders, number 37, Coulter Heikela.
So 5 runs now on Toops' record, so to speak, but only 2 of them earned so far, but we got some more earned ones coming up if they get in. Up next, cleanup hitter Heikela. Coming to the plate is West. Heikela check swings, but it will be a strike as he hit his bat. So they have batted around. Next up, Ryan Cox, who will be coming up for the second time this inning. Coming set, West delivers, and this one's hit out towards left center field. Really doesn't have a whole lot, and it gets over his head, though. Missed by the outfielder, and you're going to have runner on second and third. 2 will score. Spradlin will come in. That'll be earned. And Baker will come in as well. That'll be earned. So 7 now with 7 runs attributed to Toops, and of those 4 were earned. Forgot to put the last one up. So now he's done with his runners. As Heikela gets the actually, we're not going to give him the double. We're going to give it an E7. Swung on and missed by Ryan Cox. Second time up, he walked his first time and stole second, and then wound up coming home on a kind of, he actually came home on the not on the sacrifice, but on Paxton Yates on the air on that play. So 7-1 here, still on the bottom of the second, and this pitch is going to be way down in the dirt. Takes the count to 1-1.
They probably grabbed some more people from lower.
Jules, what pitch is coming down, please?
10.
That's what I thought. I got screwed up there a little bit. 2-1 now to Ryan Cox. Runners on second and third, and this one's well inside. So it'll take a count to 3-1. Pitch is on the way, and Ryan Cox going to hit down third baseline. It is fair. Left fielder going to get on top of it.
He can't pick it up.
He gets between him. Cox is going to try and stretch it out to a double. We'll give it to him as the double, as it was a good hit to begin with.
2 more scores.
So coming in are Bo Anderson and Coulter Heikela, and it is 9-1. Still with 1 out. Ryan Cox with the double. And coming up now, Lee Maces, who walked and scored earlier in the inning. Still 1 out. Maces, delivery to him. So I don't know if that hit his bat or it hit the catcher's mask, but it's strike 1 nonetheless on pitch number 12. So it's 0-1 now is the count, as he did offer. West coming set. And this one inside and low for ball number 1.
Bunch of outdoor stuff. Jay is teaching it. Oh, yes. Thank you. Thank you very much.
And Ryan Cox is going to take off, and he's dead. No, he's not.
Dropped it.
Okay, Ryan Cox advances to third. He's looking to steal. They had him dead to right. And we're going to give an error to the third baseman, who literally just dropped the ball. Literally, it wasn't even thrown strongly. And everything falling apart for this team right now out of Lander. Maces on the 1-1 and high and inside. So it's now 2-1. And he had no idea he was taking off until it was way late. And this one's going to come in for a strike. Takes the count to 2-2. Been a rough 15 pitches for Mr. West so far. Still only 1 out. Pitch on the way, inside. Takes the count to 3-2 to Maestas. Again, the Raiders, big inning, Katie. They've broken out for 8 so far and still counting. Pitch outside, gets the corner, and gets caught looking for the K.
Still only 2 outs.
And that brings up the guy who actually got the first out of the inning on a sacrifice bunt, and that is Braden Martin.
You know you've had a good inning when you make it through the whole lineup.
Oh, well, they've done more than that. That's not the recycle of the lineup. That's just the guy who got the first out. This one's going to not catch the plate at all, and will be ball number 1 to Braden Martin. Outside for ball. Oh, they're going to say caught the corner.
Of what, the other batter box?
They've been giving that one all day, it seems. They didn't really in the first inning, but earlier today and last night, giving that outside corner on righties. And this one is behind him. And it's going to go all the way to the backstop, and Ryan Cox will easily come home. Has his second run scored of the inning, and it's 10-1. On the wild pitch, that poor catcher, I mean, that was behind Braden Martin's head. That'll be ball 2 as well. 2-1 count, and it's the first time, Kate, first time in a hot minute that we haven't had a Raider on base this this inning. 2-1 on the way from Cody West. Swung on and missed. For strike number 2.
Yes.
Pitch on the way, and this one's going to be popped out to second base and
He
dropped.
dropped it.
And dropped. So kind of their inning in a nutshell. He's going to reach on an error on the second baseman, and just the confidence of Lander has just dropped and dropped and dropped. Simple plays they normally make, they're not able to get. Now bring up Paxton Yates. He reached on an error by, looks like the third baseman. And he reached on error and he wound up scoring. So let's see if Martin goes on the run here. Pitch on its way, swung on and missed by Yates for strike number 1. You would think if they're going to send Martin, they'd probably do it now.
Yes.
Pitch is on its way. They're not going to, and it's a tapper back towards second, but nothing is proven easy here, and he's safe. He just ran it out. Did Paxton Yates. And that isn't on a single.
And now we got runners back on base.
Number 1, Addison Trujillo.
So you got Martin on second, Yates on first. Trujillo coming up. He reached on an error by the shortstop and scored. So 2 on and 2 out here, and what has been so far a 9-run inning. And this is going to be outside. Again, Cody West came in with 1 out already. He's 25 pitches in now. On its way, too high. And that is a ball number 2. Takes a look at the runner on second base, and now Braden Martin's taking off, and he's, I think, going to be out. He is. Caught stealing is, trying to figure out who it was, Braden Martin.
Yes. So 3 balls and that's it.
So he got the first out, and he got the third out. It did Martin, and it is 10-1 on the Golden Buffalo scoreboard. When we return, it'll be the top of the third. Lander, lots of work to do here on WYO Today.
After a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Don't leave your future up in the air. Always wear a seatbelt and reduce your risk of death of serious injury in a crash by almost 50%. Buckle up, Wyoming.
Stay at the newly renovated Hampton Inn & Suites Riverton, proud sponsor of all sports teams, home and away. Experience the perfect blend of comfort and convenience with Hampton's top-notch amenities, including a free hot breakfast, complimentary dinner and drinks Monday through Thursday evenings, a sweet shop for snacks and essentials, a pet-friendly environment and an indoor hot tub pool, and a fitness center to keep up with your workout routine. We've got everything you need for an exceptional stay. Reserve your stay now on our website, Hampton Inn & Suites Riverton, where comfort meets convenience.
And welcome back. We enter the third inning here on WYO Today. 10-1 in favor of Riverton. And it's been a hot minute since Paxton Yates has thrown a pitch. He's taking his warm-ups right now. So in the inning, 9 runs on only 3 hits. 5 of those were earned. Earned runs against the pitcher. 4 errors, 1 left on base. And they walked 1, 2, 3. They walked 3, 4. Is it 4? No, 3 walks in the inning as well, on top of 4 errors. And you could almost see the confidence just leave them as they were making mistakes they probably don't normally make. And so as we look at the Golden Buffalo scoreboard, Raiders up big. Yates with his first pitch in probably about 30 minutes, and it's down in the dirt. And it is Eagle Grady, or Grady Eagle, for ball number 1. Yates comes set. Here's the delivery, and this is going to be outside and low.
33 coming down.
Coming set is Paxton Yates. The delivery on the 2-0. Swung on and fouled back for strike number 1. A little bit of a break here as they get another ball or 2 for the ump. Baker goes out and just talks for a second, goes about halfway out, and just kind of says a few words and comes right back. 2-1 coming here. And it's outside for ball number 3. Don't want to give them any life this inning, does Yates or the Raiders. And this one is going to be weakly hit foul, no play on it. So it'll be a 3-2 count. Gone full. Again, capping at 2 hours, 15 minutes. We're only in the top half of the third, and we're approaching an hour. And this one's going to be outside. He lost him and walked him on pitch number 36 of the afternoon for Yates. He'll bring up Cash Chance. Chance grounded out to the second baseman in the first inning. He gets a much bigger towel, be a skirt. Pitch on the way, swinging at the first one, and it's going to go back towards the concession stand and smack the roof. So it'll be 0-1 to Cash Chance here. Looking to pick him off, and if he's on target with the throw, he's got him. Ryan Cox had to jump up to grab it.
He pulled the base up.
And Ryan Cox doing property damage as he pulls up third base with him in his cleats. He'll clean it up, look to put it back. And there we go. Gives a good stomp for measure. But I'm telling you right now, the Eagle was not wide awake on that. So right where you want it, he's got it. And Grady's going to take a huge lead again as Yates comes set. Yates delivers to home, and this one's going to be hit back towards us. And evidently cleared us. I did not have that on the bingo card, actually, as it'll be 0-2. I thought it was going to smack right on top of the roof. Katie, your job's also, if the ball's coming towards the cameras, do something about it. Protect the camera at all costs, your life included. No.
I was about to say, what's worth more?
The 0-2 is going to be fouled off. Ryan Cox got a chance to play,
he got it.
And he does. In foul ground. And that'll be out number 1. And Eagle will stay at first as Dane Kramer comes up. Kramer behind 1-2 in the count in the first, and that's where he was hit by a pitch. He wound up scoring on Jacob Bush, the Jacob Bush double in the first. That was the 1 run for Lander. And here it is, first pitch, swing and a miss.
41 coming down.
Yates looks back at second, not sure why. And there's the runner going. They kind of try and pitch out, but they're not going to catch Grady.
Safe.
Easily gets in with a stolen base. He had it no matter what.
Oh, it's because charging's on fire because my phone's on a normal temperature.
So count now 1-1. Eagle on second. And in for a strike on pitch number 42 of the day for Paxton Yates. Takes the count 2-1-2 to the left fielder, Dane Kramer. One out. He'd like to get the strikeout here. Yates set from the stretch. And he gets the call. Strikes him out looking, and it was on. For everybody else, it'd be the outside corner. For Dane Kramer's the inside corner because he's a lefty. Gets him looking, and that is out number 2 of the third, top of the third. It brings up Jacob Bush. He's 1 for 1 on the day. Worked a full count, and then doubled to bring in the sole run of the day. Fouls off the first pitch. Strike number 1 against Jacob Bush. Yates takes a look at Eagle on the shortstop at second. Now comes set. The 0-1 on the way, and about as perfect as you can get on that outside corner, and gets the call. Strike number 2. So Jacob Bush in the hole, 0-2 now. Riverton looking to get out of this and come back to the plate where they have been dynamite. They've been like gas grill hot. Someone just made fun of me for saying gas grill hot. I heard it. Pellet grill hot. We'll call it white fuel hot. Some of us know what that is. They've been hot. So now 1-2 on its way. And it's going to be sent to third. They were playing in at third. It's going to go all the way out to Spradlin, and they're not going to send him home. Because of them playing in, we'll give him the single. Not much that the third baseman could do there. Takes Eagle to third. Runners on the corner. They're expecting something maybe a little short, I guess, and Lee Mace is playing in right at the grass. And it hopped just perfectly to get past him. Didn't have a whole lot of time to react. It brings up Jace Hammonds. He's 0 for 2. He struck out swinging in the first, or 0 for 1. And this one's going to be laced out towards center. It will be a base hit.
Was that the first pitch?
Yes. First pitch swinging was Jace Hammonds. Gets the single. Sends Bush to second, and Gage Toops, who pitched for 1 1/3 inning. He is 0 for 1 on the day as he grounded out to the shortstop, Bo Anderson. And here's the first pitch. A little high maybe, and I think the reaction gave him the call as he kind of backed off. It will be ball number 1. 1-0 count. Yates looking to limit the damage to just 1 run. Off speed, and it's called strike number 1. Takes the count to 1-1. Pitch on its way, and it's going to be hit out towards second base. Fielded and over to Cox. Great little job by Trujillo just to take it real easy, and it's going to be ground out 4-3. And that will be out number 3. So 1 run on 2 hits. The run was earned. No errors. 1 stolen base, 1 walk. And 2 left on base. We go to the bottom of the third. Riverton up 10-2.
Up to you with breaking news live from the Pepsi Wild Cherry aisle. Carol, can you hear us?
Steve, I've never seen anything like this. The bold, refreshing, and bursting with cherry deliciousness of Pepsi Wild Cherry is, well, let's just say everyone is getting wild.
Getting wild?
That's right, Steve. There's dancing, binge watching, and is that a slip and slide? They're really putting the wild in Pepsi Wild Cherry. And this on-the-scene reporter can't wait to pop, lock, and drop it.
Pepsi Wild Cherry. Go ahead. Get wild.
Take the next step in higher education at Central Wyoming College. Offering 2- and 4-year degree programs in a variety of fields, Central Wyoming College in Riverton is transforming lives and strengthening communities through learning, leadership, and connection.
Living well isn't just about things. It's about the things that matter. Your family, your friends, and your health. For decades, Sage West Healthcare has been committed to improving the health and care of our communities. Today, we're investing more in our communities, in our people, in advanced medical technologies, and in specialized facilities, so access to better care is close to you and the things that matter most. Sage West Healthcare. Be well, live well. That's why we're here.
We believe that everyone deserves a second chance, including us. Hi, I'm Brian Rohbacher, CEO of Atlantic City Federal Credit Union. And if we said no to you in the past, I'm asking you for a second chance too. In the midst of everything happening, we are committed now more than ever to second chances and when it comes to your finances. An auto loan for your new car, business loans, home loans, and more. Give Atlantic City Federal Credit Union a second chance to give you a second chance. We've been helping our community thrive since 1964, and now it's your turn. Visit AtlanticCity.coop to apply today. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union, federally insured by the NCUA.
And welcome back, 10-2 in favor of your Riverton Raiders. Trujillo up, takes the first one for a strike, and it is still West, and that was his pitch number 26, I do believe. Trujillo's second one is driven out to right field and easily taken by the right fielder. A little bit back to how they want to be. And West would like to get out of this one pretty quickly as Dane Young put away Trujillo. And next up, Jamison Spradlin, who is 1 for 2 on the day here in the third inning. Singled in the first and walked in the singled in the second, walked in the first. And this one well inside, brushing him back. Down around his feet for ball number 1.
Let him locate and mash.
Raiders come into this game at 7-10, I do believe. Might be 7-11, though. This one down in the dirt and all the way to the backstop for ball number 2. This one, change up, and he's going to watch it. Goes to 2-1. I'm guessing a change up. Looked like a lot of speed taken off of that one. Caught the outer half of the plate. The 2-1 down in the dirt. For ball number 3, 3-1 count. Assume up 10-2. Spradlin will probably have the green light here. But you never know. This is going to be swung on, hit out to the third baseman. Spradlin's got speed, and it's well high, and I think it brought him off the bag. Might have beaten it anyway, but it is going to, so we'll give the single since it probably would have beaten it out. Not 100%. It's going to bring up Braden Baker. I do too all of a sudden. So, brings Braden Baker up. He's 0 for 1. He did walk in the second, wound up scoring. He's also where the pitching change was made in the second inning. He struck out in the first. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss by Baker for strike number 1. Now the question is, with 2 stolen bases already on the day, will Jamison Spradlin be on the move here on this next pitch or two? His dad says that the creek doesn't rise. And well, there he
There he
goes. Hit and run. He's got to be ready to turn around, though, because it's going to go right to the left fielder and caught. So it'll be out number 2.
Bo Anderson.
Brings up Bo Anderson.
Yes.
Oh, that's where we got the other walk. Okay. Anderson has walked and grounded out. He's got Spradlin. I assume Spradlin on the move. There he goes on the first one. Bo will just watch it. He wanted to come up and throw it, but easily stolen. It is a strike. Spradlin on second now, in scoring position. Will they send him to third? He's got 3 stolen bases on the day. Pitch count 0-1. Oh. Down in the dirt. For 1-1 now to Anderson. Riverton trying to keep consecutive innings, third one in a row of scoring. Bo Anderson will have to do something here, and it's inside and goes off the side. But good job by Cash Chance to keep it relatively in front of him off to the side and kept Jamison on second. It is the second ball of the at-bat. If Anderson reaches, he'll bring up Coulter Heikkila. West comes set, delivers, and that's going to be a ball number 3. So 3-1 count to Anderson with 2 outs here. Heikkila on deck. Heikkila is 0 for 1, flew out in the first and reached on an error in the second. Gets Bo swinging there, protecting the plate, but also is a good pitch to swing at. Takes the count full, so payoff pitch here for West. You know he would like to keep this at 0 on the board, be a first half of the inning where they haven't allowed one, but right now Cash Chance going to go chat with him. Takes a few minutes, and now headed back towards the plate is Cash Chance, along with right behind him is a towel the size of the state of Utah. He's got his Gatorade towel in the back. Looks like he's playing center for the Chiefs. West checks Spradlin at second. Now comes set. Here's the payoff and swung at a bad pitch, not like Bo Anderson normally. And he Ks for out number 3. So they actually accomplished kind of what they wanted to, which was have an inning where Riverton didn't score. So we go to the 4th with Riverton up 10-2 on Lander here on Wild Today.
For a place, a people, an idea, for right and freedom, for liberty and justice for all. For every square inch between fruited plains and spacious skies. Marines fight to win. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey. Detailing done different can protect your vehicle with S-Tech's Action Series, Carbon or Smart Series ceramic tint, plus premium ceramic coatings for maximum UV and heat protection. All backed by a lifetime warranty. Expect expert detailing to make any ride look brand new. Call 307-851-5158 today. Detailing done different.
And welcome back. Golden Buffalo scoreboard says Raiders got an 8-run lead here as we go into the fourth. We've played almost an hour and 15 minutes, and we're just in the top of the fourth. That tells you how many at-bats there have been for the Raiders. They have sent 21 guys to the plate so far, and that's just through the bottom of the third. So Yates coming back to the mound, and he'll be facing Cody West, the pitcher, up first. West is 0 for 1 on the day. Pitch on its way, and Cody West is at the first one, and it's going to be popped up.
Cody West pops out, bringing up Doug Maury.
Easy there. On one pitch, Doug Maury will come up. He's hit by a pitch, so second.
It's a gift for your MVP.
So Cody West. Was that his first pitch?
Yes, ball.
Popped up and got out.
This next
First pitch is out.
I don't hear you.
One, Doug Maury.
Strike.
Second one dropped by the catcher.
Called
Goes in
strike.
there for a strike.
I don't hear you.
ball and a call strike for the starter.
Oop, I had hit mute by accident. 1-1 count. Thank you, Katie. Pitch on its way. And it's going to be a little bit low. Take the count to 2-1. Here in the top half of the fourth for Lander. Comes set to the plate, swinging, and it's going to bounce over third baseman. It's going to be a base hit for Doug Maury. Just hit like a rocket, and they have got Lee Maces playing in pretty darn shallow at third. So it'll be runner on first, one out, and Dane Young coming to the plate. Flew out to the shortstop last time. Pitch over to first. Or swings, pickoff attempt at first. Easily getting back is Cody West. In there for ball number one. Set pitch on the way high and outside. Ball number two. Now I feel like I'm ready for like a 1982 Olympic. Da 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 da.
Don't sing.
I was not singing. The ABC Wide World of Sports. This one in for a strike. Takes the count to 2-1 to Dane Young. Maury on first. Yates eyes in. 2-1 on the way. It's going to be popped up. Center fielder giving chase. Dove for it. Price should let it just land in front of him. Nothing going, and it's going to be at least a double. And they're going to send him home. And it's going to be off target, the throw to Baker from Ryan Cox, who's playing cutoff man. And so on a double, do the dive. Should just let it go. That is going to bring
26 is Grady Eagle.
Doug Maury all the way home. And it's 10-3, and coaching staff wants to have a chat.
Wrong team.
Oh, yeah, wrong team. Coaching staff wants to have a chat with Yates, and it looks like they're going to make a change here. And we'll make it with them. We'll be right back. 10-3, one out in the top of the fourth. Lander looking to eat more into this lead here on WYO Today.
Riverton Blowdorn Lumber is proud to support youth sports. Experience the Blowdorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blowdorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blowdorn Lumber.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunner's Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunner's Automotive, 856-2288.
The staff and board of the Fremont County Fair wish to thank everyone who attended the fair last year, and this year enjoy Blackhawk live in concert Friday, August 1st. Race you to the fair, the Fremont County Fair.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Dos Solitos is proud to support Fremont County sports teams. Enjoy bold Mexican flavors that'll have your taste buds shouting "Olé!" Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for updates on events and food truck locations.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube, oil, and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
B&M Septic and Excavation offers prompt professional service. Call them today for a quote at 850-2200. They serve far and wide across Fremont County and deep. B&M Septic and Excavation is proud to support Fremont County sports. And welcome back. Coming in, Dan Cox to relieve Paxton Yates. Yates goes 3 1/3. Faced 18 batters, gave up 5 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned. Walked 1, struck out 2. So coming up next is Grady Eagle, the shortstop. Cox coming set for his first pitch. And it's outside and in the dirt for ball number 1. Okay, let's mute Katie so we don't hear her sucking on her otter pop or whatnot. Pitch is inside and no, out, just catches the lower half of the plate for strike number 1 to Eagle. Cox looking into the righty. And it's going to be low and in the dirt. Stolen base, 2 on the play. Be ball number 2, and stealing third is Dane Young. Who, of course, had a double. So another run 90 feet away, and this one down and in the dirt quickly takes it to 3-1. Cox coming set from the stretch. And outside he walked him. Of course, if Dane Young scores, I'll change the 3 runs to 4 runs earned against Paxton Yates. We'll try and ask Jay Spradlin on this real quick. I don't know, in a 7-inning game, how many innings does the starting pitcher have to go before he's of record? So is Yates the pitcher of record with only 3 1/3? Can he get the win? Okay. We'll go with yes, and here's the steal. Perfectly thrown, and catches him stealing for out number 2.
Boy, Bray.
second out. It is Cash Chance at the plate awaiting his first pitch. Actually, that was first pitch. Excuse me, it was a ball. This one is going to just miss the plate for ball number 2. Boy, I'll tell you, it was amazing how quick he gunned down Grady Eagle there.
Are you 2-0 over there?
Yes.
2-0 pitch on the way, 2 outs. Down in the dirt, I do believe, or close to it. And quickly goes 3-0. Dancock's having a little bit of an issue finding the strike zone. He's thrown 7 pitches thus far, and only one of them has been a strike. This one is going to catch the outside corner nicely. Will be strike number 1. So 3-1 count. Be wondering, I would assume maybe Cash Chance has the green light here. He is 0 for 2. And this is going to be called strike number 2. They were having him take the whole way. And now it is a full count. Chance for young Mr. Cox to come in here and get out of this without allowing any more runs across the plate. Did allow one to get the third on a steal, and he hits him. Third hit by pitch for Riverton pitchers today. And I'll bring up Dane Kramer, the one lefty that we've called today at least. He reached on the first on a hit by pitch, struck out looking in the third. He is 0 for 1. Or no, on base percentage, it does count for you. So he's 1 for 2 technically with a hit by the pitch. Runners on the corner now. Pitch on its way, swung and missed. Strike number 1. Cox coming, Cox, not Ryan, Dane. Coming set, eyes the first, got runner on first and is outside for ball number 1. Takes count to 1-1 for Dane Kramer. Jacob Bush on deck if he gets up. He's 2 for 2 with a double and a single. 1-1 on the way, and it's all the way back to the backstop. It'll bring in a run, and runner will go to second. So coming in is Dane Young, and going to second is Cash Chance on the pass ball, and it's 10-4 now. That will add a run onto Yates and an earned run. And this one's going to catch the inside corner for strike number 2. Count now 2-2. Looking to get out of this here. And it's outside, taking the count to 3-2. And do I have the score wrong? Yeah. Runner on second. And he's off to the races, trying to throw, and goes into left field. And that is going to be a throwing error against the catcher. So evidently it was base on balls for Kramer. No, 1 run. So wouldn't have will give Cash Chance the stolen base to third, but he scores on an E2. And that is going to be the... Katie, you're supposed to be watching the scoreboard, please. Cuts it down. Ball is high and outside to Jacob Bush. Of course, he is 2 for 2. Score has been cut in half, 10-5 now. And that suits me and Jay for having the conversation again on run rules. Pitch on its way. Looked a little low, but framed nicely by Baker. For strike number 1 against Jacob Bush. Bush, of course, played with the Lander Lobos last year. And senior Babe Ruth, along with, I think, 2 of his brothers. This one on the way, swung, and a strike number 2. Quickly ahead in the count to Jacob Bush. Cox looking in to the lefty, and did he get him? Wait, they're going to say no. Did not hit him, and Kramer will... Jacob Bush, evidently a switch hitter as he's up lefty. Kramer advances on a wild pitch. And it's 2-2. Here comes the pitch number 22. Tried to frame it just outside. And we're full again. I saved that. Pitch and swung on and missed. Actually, quite honestly, a worse pitch than the last one as far as to go chasing after. But that is number 3 on the first K of the day for Dane Cox. We'll return with the bottom of the 4th. Riverton up by 5 on the Golden Buffalo scoreboard, 10-5 here on WYO Today.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Visit Lander Gambles to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
Good news, DUI crashes and deaths are falling in Fremont County. We're doing better, but even one death on our roads from impaired driving, we take personally.
We started the Fremont County DUI Task Force 2 years ago because we're losing too many friends, family members, and community members to impaired driving.
So we've joined forces to work together to find and stop impaired drivers in Fremont County, wherever they are.
And we're making an impact, but we need your help.
If your summer activities involve alcohol, plan ahead and make good choices.
Drink responsibly, designate a sober driver, or call Safe Ride.
And don't let your friends drive impaired either, even if you have to take their keys and find them a safe ride home.
Let's all look out for each other and keep everybody safe. Remember,
don't risk it. Drive sober.
Your tax pros at 219 East Main Street in Riverton, Wyoming can handle all your tax needs. Whatever your situation, we know what to do. Call 307-856-2256 today to schedule an appointment. H&R Block is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Men have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
Hey guys, this is Nick Haskell, and here at Haskell's Furniture and Flooring, we have the best brands. With our size, we are able to shop for you. We're able to choose the top products from the best companies. We carry Lazy Boy, Tempur-Pedic, Ashley, Sealy, Serta, and more. With our variety, we can make sure we're a one-stop shop for all of your home furnishing needs. Come in today to one of our locations in Cody, Lovell, Worland, and Riverton, where we have the best prices and a better service.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton makes your pizza to order. Order online at papamurphys.com or in store. Delicious, fresh-made pizza just the way you want it. Papa Murphy's is a proud supporter of our local Fremont County student athletes.
Exploding at 200 miles per hour. Airbags pack a punch. Until age 13, stay buckled up in the back seat. Buckle up, Wyoming. It's the law.
And welcome back. Quickly, several things we got kind of caught up in doing here as far as people changing. And it's 3-0 to Coulter Heichel. Will start the inning. West goes an inning and two, and on 4 straight pitches, he walks him. So Heichel on his way to first, bringing up Ryan Cox, who is 1 for 1 with a double. He walked twice. West goes an inning and 2/3. He faces, actually, I do believe quite a few. Okay, he faced 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He faces 6 batters. Allows 1, 2 hits, it looks like. 3 runs on 2 hits. Walks 1. Looks like he walked 2. We'll get that cleaned up. Struck out 1.
Stole the base.
And stolen base there. We get all sorts behind. I do apologize. By Coulter Heichel. Jump in there. So it is a 1-0 to Ryan Cox right now. On its way, swing and fouled off. It'll be strike number 1 against Cox. So coming in, where we're going to get all caught up in the break, is Brandon O'Neill. He's going to pitch. He's going to bat in the 9-hole, though, as Cody West will stay in, but he'll move from pitching to right field. He was the starting center fielder. Swung on and missed by Cox on the 1-1 there.
You're good, Ryan.
Ryan has reached safely all 3 times. Once again, twice on walks. O'Neill with the swing. And this is going to get sent over into left center.
He's going home.
And Coulter Heichel is easily going to come home on the seeing eye single there by Ryan Cox. He's now reached 4 times. And whoever said Ryan Cox had double, they were correct. I looked at the wrong little circle.
Number 8 for the Riverton Raiders, Lee Meistes.
We got to update the scoreboard.
Now 11-5. Coming to the plate, Lee Meistes. He is 0 for 1. He struck out looking. He did walk earlier. And the first pitch is a strike to him. I'm not the greatest at keeping baseball score, and it gets real hard when they come up more than once in an inning.
I only have 3 balls for this pitcher. Okay.
Swing and a miss. Hey, I do think that was number 10, I think.
It is.
No, I mean number 10 pitch. And off to the races is Ryan Cox on the ball.
Boy, Ryan.
Ryan Cox, they didn't even give him a look. So not going to give him the steal there, but he does move on to second. They seem very uninterested on grabbing him there. With no outs. Runner in scoring position now. They've already struck for 1. This one's going to be fouled back. And we'll do over the 1-2 count to Lee Meistes.
Yep.
I haven't announced anything.
Okay.
Meistes is going to send it out towards right field. It's going to drop in for a base hit. His first of the tournament.
He's coming home.
And Ryan Cox is going to come all the way home. RBI for Lee Maces. And nice to see him get on board there. And it's now 12-5. Coming up will be Braden Martin, the center fielder.
Number 33, Braden Martin.
He is 0 for 1 today. He reached on an error and he laid down a sacrifice to advance a couple runners. He also, in the second inning, was the first out on the sacrifice and then the third out on caught stealing. So, interesting there. 12-5. Pitch is well outside for ball number 1 to Martin. Now you start to wonder why maybe they took West out, unless it was just an arm issue, because West had started kind of settled down quite a bit. Pitch on the way, and it's out towards the dirt. I'm going to give a steal actually to Maces on that, as I think they would have gone for it, or I'll assume it, even though I'm not sure I'm allowed to. I'm going to assume it anyway. So stolen base by Maces puts him in scoring position, as Martin is now ahead in the count 2-0. Pitch is high, and it's 3-0.
3-0. Let's eat this.
Coming set is O'Neill. Pitch is way outside. You could tell that when it got released. And that's a walk for O'Neill. And it brings up Dane Cox. Of course, came in for Yates, straight up substitution.
Dane Cox.
Runners on first and second in Maces and Martin. Cox at the plate, and this one's down in the dirt for ball number 1. Looking in is O'Neill. Checks the runners. Now to the plate. Inside, ball number 2.
I don't think people are going to get that. I don't think people are going to get that.
Run about 18 pitches, only 9 of them for strikes or anywhere close. Or not 9 of them for strikes, excuse me. And this one, well, right down the middle and swinging through it is Dane Cox. Takes the count to 2-1 here. In the bottom of the 4th, Riverton gotten 2 of the 3 runs that Lander scored back and threatening to get more with no outs. And runners on second and first. Pitch to Cox, well inside. Be ball number 3. And I would expect they will tell Dane Cox he does not have the green light just because O'Neill has struggled mightily to find the zone consistently. O'Neill with the pitch, swinging. Sent high, but staying in the infield. It looks like center field on the run.
Drops.
And now they're going to get at least one.
Get down!
And they're going to get the throw out on the, we'll call it, okay, it'll be a single for Dane Cox. Lee Maces will get thrown out on the force for the first. Because nobody on second, Braden Martin able to get there.
Riverton Raiders. Number 1, Addison Trujillo.
And Addison Trujillo come to the plate now.
Yeah, what was that? Oh, Addison. He's only got one of them, though.
Trujillo is 0 for 1. Flew out in the third, reached on an error in the second. And the first pitch to him is a ball. Martin and Dane Cox on base. Force out of Lee Maces on the single by, just caught him kind of in the middle of no man's land. This one outside and in the dirt for ball number 2. Looking down the pike. Coming set Swing and a miss by Trujillo. And they're commenting on the Game Changer recap story. I like our human written stories about me.
Journalist types.
uh,
AI might be the reason Jules isn't journalism.
O'Neal set 2-1 on the way. Well inside and up around the face. For ball number 3. Takes the count to 3-1. Hey, Jules. Was that pitch number 26? Thank you. 3-1, 1 out. Trujillo looking to get some more runs in this inning. And this one's going to be laced down third base line, and it is fair. Going down deep into left field. He'll bring in one in the form of Martin. And standing at third will be Dane Cox. So it'll go down for a double for Trujillo. On pitch number 27. And I'll bring Jamison Spradlin back to the plate, as is 13-5 in favor of Riverton, and O'Neal greatly struggling. Jamison is 2 for 2 with 2 singles. He did reach on a base on balls in the first. He also has 3 stolen bases. O'Neal set, runners in scoring position. Good pitch. And gets the strike against Spradlin.
You guys have 29 coming down? Okay.
O'Neal from the stretch. The 0-1 on the way. And this one's going to be popped up just outside the infield of the shortstop and caught. For out number 2. Coming to the plate to Ironman now, Braden Baker. He is 0 for 2 on the day. He did reach and score, but a walk in the second. Struck out in the first, flew out last inning to the left fielder. 2 runners in scoring position. And this one's hit down towards third base and just hops over him. It'll be at least a single. It'll be a 2-run scoring single. So Braden Baker laces one down the third base line for a single. Brings home Dane Cox and Trujillo. And it is now 15-5. And that is the run rule. That is your ball game. So it ends very abruptly nonetheless, but the Rangers take care of business. When we return, it'll be the Click It or Ticket postgame show here on WYO Today.
For more than 40 years, Porter's Mountain View Supply has been serving central Wyoming with top brand name spas, stoves, fireplaces, and outdoor grills. With 2 locations in Riverton and Casper Plus financing available for your purchase, Porter's offers expert advice, quality products, and service along with maintenance. Porter's, your local spa, stove, and fireplace provider in Riverton at the corner of Sunset and North Federal.
Shoshone Rose Casino and Hotel is proud to support youth sports in Fremont County. Enjoy a meal at the Deca Gai He restaurant. Deca Gai He is Shoshone for the eating house. Open daily from 7:30 a.m. until 9 p.m. Try a weekend getaway with the family in one of their comfortable, pet-friendly guest rooms and enjoy the heated swimming pool. Book online at ShoshoneRose.com and remember to support Fremont County youth sports. Go team!
Snyder Signature Properties would like to give a huge shout out to the local sports of Fremont County. They are here to support your team and your local home real estate needs. Call today to see how Snyder Signature Properties can help you buy and sell your next property. Good luck to all Fremont County athletes.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Don't leave your future up in the air. Always wear a seatbelt and reduce your risk of death of serious injury in a crash by almost 50%. Buckle up, Wyoming.
And welcome back to the... Oh, hold on. We're going to go...
Hampton Inn & Suites Riverton, proud sponsor of all sports teams, home and away. Experience the perfect blend of comfort and convenience with Hampton's top-notch amenities, including a free hot breakfast, complimentary dinner and drinks Monday through Thursday evenings, a sweet shop for snacks and essentials, a pet-friendly environment and an indoor hot tub pool, and a fitness center to keep up with your workout routine. We've got everything you need for an exceptional stay. Reserve your stay now on our website, Hampton Inn & Suites Riverton, where comfort meets convenience.
And we interrupt you with breaking news live from the Pepsi Wild Cherry aisle. Carol, can you hear us?
Steve, I've never seen anything like this. The bold, refreshing, and bursting with cherry deliciousness of Pepsi Wild Cherry is, well, let's just say everyone is getting wild.
Getting wild?
That's right, Steve. There's dancing, binge-watching, and is that a slip and slide? They're really putting the wild in Pepsi Wild Cherry, and this on-the-scene reporter can't wait to pop, lock, and drop it.
Pepsi Wild Cherry. Go ahead. Get wild.
And welcome back to the Clicker Ticket postgame show. Raiders on the winning RBI, I guess technically, will go to. Trying to see who it would go to. I guess it would go to Lee Macis with the single. No, because then he stole base. Okay, somewhere in there it went to 15-5. I've now forgotten, it's so hot out. We're going to talk to a couple players, one from Game 2 and one from Game 1 and 3 here in a minute. Coach just asked if we wanted to talk to anybody, and we do. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to hold on to one of the post-game awards, but we're going to go ahead and give the Gatorade Good Sport of the game. And I'm going to give that one just because he's always got a smile. He never gets too far down. He never gets too far up. I'm going to give that to one Mr. Bo Anderson. Just overall good kid, raised right, great set of parents. And Bo Anderson, our Gatorade Good Sport of the game. When we return, we'll be joined by our Papa Murphy's Player of the Game from Game 1, our Papa Murphy's Player of the Game from Game 2, and actually one of them is our Papa Murphy's Player of the Game for Game 3 that we'll see. And just an FYI, this is going to end it for us for the Roy Peck Wood Bat Tournament. We will not be able to make it tomorrow due to scheduling conflicts. So we want to thank the Spradlins and the Andersons and everybody else who has anything to do with Legion Baseball. They always treat us so well. And we'll be back around the 20th for a home game here. They only have 2 more left, and unfortunately one's this week, and we're already committed elsewhere. So, but hang with us. We will be right back interviewing a couple players, including our player of the game for this game in just a moment on the Clicker Tick Postgame Show here on WYO Today.
Take the next step in higher education at Central Wyoming College. Offering 2- and 4-year degree programs in a variety of fields, Central Wyoming College in Riverton is transforming lives and strengthening communities through learning, leadership, and connection.
Living well isn't just about things. It's about the things that matter. Your family, your friends, and your health. For decades, Sage West Healthcare has been committed to improving the health and care of our communities. Today, we're investing more in our communities, in our people, in advanced medical technologies, and in specialized facilities, so access to better care is close to you and the things that matter most. Sage West Healthcare. Be well, live well. That's why we're here.
We believe that everyone deserves a second chance, including us. Hi, I'm Brian Robacher, CEO of Atlantic City Federal Credit Union. And if we said no to you in the past, I'm asking you for a second chance too. In the midst of everything happening, we are committed now more than ever to second chances and when it comes to your finances. An auto loan for your new car, business loans, home loans, and more. Give Atlantic City Federal Credit Union a second chance to give you a second chance. We've been helping our community thrive since 1964, and now it's your turn. Visit AtlanticCity.coop to apply today. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union, federally insured by the NCUA.
For a place.
And welcome back to the Click It or Ticket postgame show here on WYO Today Media. We're joined first by Lee Masis. He was our Papa Murphy's player of the... Katie, search down in there. There's some coupons for free pizza. I'm sure, assuming a teenager won't turn that down. He was our Game 2 player of the Papa Murphy's player of the game. Lee, you faced 19 batters, only gave up 3 hits, 1 run. It wasn't earned off the air. Tell me what had things going for you so well from the mound earlier today.
Like first inning, I didn't really feel that good, and kind of after that, kind of settled in, kind of started throwing a little bit harder, and just had my team back me up. That's pretty much it.
Was there any tendencies you were noticing? I did notice throughout this entire tournament, I want to see if the pitchers kind of saw it too, that they were giving the outside corner quite a bit where the umps. Did y'all see that and try and take advantage of that?
Yeah, there were some hitters that I tried to just dot the outside corner, and I did it pretty well today.
All right, excellent. Well, he is our player of the game from Game 2. Lee, we want to congratulate you for that.
Thank you.
And when we return just a minute, we'll be joined by our player of the game from Game 1 on the Click It or Ticket postgame show here on WYO Today.
An idea for right and freedom, for liberty and justice for all. For every square inch between fruited plains and spacious skies. Marines fight to win. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
And welcome back to the Click It or Ticket postgame show. We're joined by your Papa Murphy's player of the game from not only Game 1, but Game 3 as well, that being Jamison Spradlin. And Jamison, kind of walked me through the past 2 days for you. It's been a decent amount of small ball, get on base at any cost, and then it doesn't matter if they're trying to throw out or trying to pick you off, you're staying on second or third.
Yeah, so my thing, I got to get in score position for the other players, because they'll do their job if I do mine.
On today, especially getting 3 right off the bat, and I think one of them was a pitch out, was there any kind of tendency you noticed in his motion that you just knew, okay, I've got this? Because you went in on one of them standing up.
Yeah, he had a high leg kick as soon as he started going. I noticed that right off the bat. Just took it.
Okay, you've also been pretty hot from the plate. You went 2 for 3 today. You did walk in the first. But walk me through a little bit about how you're seeing things and what played out the past couple days.
I felt really good at the plate. Most of these pitchers weren't throwing as fast as we usually see. It's kind of amazing you to see that out of the hand.
Okay, well, excellent. Well, we want to congratulate Jamison Spradlin, Papa Murphy's player of the game, not only for yesterday, but the most recent game, 15-5 victors over the cross-county rivals, Lander Rangers. When we return, we'll be joined by the head man himself here on WYO Today.
Detailing done different can protect your vehicle with S-Tech's Action Series, Carbon or Smart Series ceramic tint, plus premium ceramic coatings for maximum UV and heat protection. All backed by a lifetime warranty. Expect expert detailing to make any ride look brand new. Call 307-851-5158 today. Detailing done different.
Riverton Blodorn Lumber is proud to support youth sports. Experience the Blodorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blodorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blodorn Lumber.
And welcome back to the Clicker Ticket Postgame Show here on Wire Today. We're joined by Coach Rennig. And first, talk about a little bit about the pitching this weekend. Both started out very well to start with, then gave up a couple runs. But the past two today, especially that morning game with Lee just had them locked down.
Yeah, I mean, Lee's pretty dominant on the mound. He hits his spots well. He's very consistent. He's always in that mindset of, get ahead, stay ahead type of deal. And it's not just Lee. I mean, it's, all the other guys too for the most part. But I mean, even in this game here, we threw some guys that haven't thrown a whole lot for us this year as we start conference on Wednesday, back into conference on Wednesday. We have Powell at home. So, those guys are going to have to step up big for us going down the road. So it's just kind of important for those guys to get some hill time. But I thought both Paxton and Dane Cox came in and threw well for us in this game here.
Absolutely, and really the difference between today and yesterday, you look at it, yesterday it's still scoring 5 runs, but really kind of run here, run there, never really able to piece something back-to-back but today just kept setting the table, kept clearing the table, and just kept resetting it. What was the difference in overnight? Was it just quality of opponent, or did y'all have something y'all talked about last night?
We kind of had a conversation first thing this morning. I feel like our biggest downside right now is with runners in scoring position. I feel like, we're looking too perfect for a pitch instead of just looking to put a ball in play and try to, move the runner over or score the run. We're kind of too tentative, I guess, kind of complacent at the plate, especially with runners in scoring position, especially in that Laramie game yesterday. I think we had second and third with no outs, and we had 3 backwards Ks, which, is not ideal, especially in a ball game that I mean, the deciding factor of that game was the home run that we gave up in the 3rd or 4th inning that scored 4 for us, and we just couldn't quite overcome that. But, when we're not swinging the bat, when we have guys on, it's not the way to win ball games, and they're not going to win a lot of ball games there. But I felt like today we had a little bit better approach at the plate. We actually kind of had a plan, and they attacked it well, and they were able to get some more runners across today.
Talk a little bit about, obviously, getting player of the game twice, but not just Jamison Spradlin at the top, but also Braden Baker, who may be, at least in Legion a long time, the fastest catcher I've seen. To have 2 guys that doesn't matter how they get on base, you just kind of want to give them to first and let them work that speed. What does that mean for you guys for quick starts?
Yeah, I mean, like you talked to Jamison about just finding a way to get to second base. I mean, all these guys have the green light to swipe a bag. And I mean, Ryan Cox is another example. He's a big guy, but he always finds a way to get to second base because he's picking up tendencies with the pitcher as far as timing goes, and he gets really good jumps. But, with Baker and Jamison being at the top there, it really sets up our 3 and 4 hitters to push a run across if we're second and third and nobody out. So having that speed that early in the lineup is big for us. So.
All right, last question, just kind of curious from an insider's type perspective, because one of the things today, I've seen once or twice here and there, but I've never seen 2 games with multiple pickoff attempts that the steal was safe anyway without even getting caught in a rundown. And you had multiple today in game 1 and one tonight, and a couple pitch outs tonight where the guy was in standing up. Is it just the pitcher being slow to the plate, or is it something your guys have picked up on what to read from the pitcher?
So we it's called we do something called UCLA, so it's really just a timing based sequence basically for the guys to basically count, and if they're continuing to go break towards the plate like on a C or an L, then we break a little early on a U or a C just to get us an extra step or 2. But it's kind of something we reintroduced. We kind of did a little bit last year, but not as well. So they're starting to get that figured out, and it's going to help us going down the road because, having 3 or 4 steals alone in an inning or in a game, that puts us in a good position to win more ball games. So they're doing well on that side of things, looking for that extra 90 feet. So
Well, I want to congratulate you. Thank you for joining us. When we return, we'll wrap things up here on the Clicker Ticket Postgame Show on WYO Today.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
The staff and board of the Fremont County Fair wish to thank everyone who attended the fair last year, and this year enjoy Blackhawk live in concert Friday, August 1st. Race you to the fair, the Fremont County Fair.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Dos Solitos is proud to support Fremont County sports teams. Enjoy bold Mexican flavors that'll have your taste buds shouting "Olé!" Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for updates on events and food truck locations.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube, oil, and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
And welcome back to Clicker Ticket Postgame Show. So the Raiders are going to be facing Laramie again, a team they lost 7-5 in the championship game. They go 2 for 2 today, the most recent one being against cross Fremont County rival Lander, and they win 15-5, run ruling them in the fourth. So we want to thank Katie Shields, who's now taking off her headset. I have her say something, but okay, guess not. Oh, she's putting it back on.
I'm back.
So Katie, help sign us off here.
What do you say?
You can just say something like, I'm Katie Shields.
I'm Katie Shields.
For Katie Shields and myself, Kevin Shields. We'll see you next time. I think it's June 20th with Riverton Raider Legion Baseball here on WYO Today.